Like last year, kind of stepping in as a true freshman and obviously playing a pretty big role for this team right away.
It was pretty surreal, at first, but getting in there early was a great experience, and gave me a little bit of confidence. And I think it's great to get the nerves out the way, and being able to be a true freshman helped me do that. So, it was a pretty long season, but I took honor in being able to be a true freshman and be out there on the field.
What was that like? Kind of setting the bar high for yourself early on, and now especially with Jeremy leaving and stuff like that. I'm sure there are expectations put upon you now, even as a guy who's only been here for less than a year. What's that kind of like for you?
Well, yeah, it is a big platform that I'm on now, and I just continue to strive and be better, 1% better each day. And that's all I can do right now, and to prepare myself to be in whatever position I am when season comes around. So right now I'm just really trying to work hard and get back to get better than I was last season.
Did you kind of have an idea with the way Jeremy was playing that he obviously, I don't know if he talked about it, but that he might end up leaving? And did you have an idea that all the experience and stuff you were getting really could pay off this year as you fought for a starting spot?
Well, yeah, going throughout the season, we did not know whether he was going to leave or not, and that question was, remained throughout the whole season. So it was just a matter of just really learning from him and competing with him and against the other running backs. And going into the season, it was open. It wasn't going to be me. It wasn't going to be Rob. It wasn't going to be Roper. It was open to whoever, which freshman was going to play. So. Just competing was a part of the whole process. And what are the questions?
Well, what's it like now? The fact that the starting spot's available, and obviously you're the most experienced guy, but I know that's a competition. But it's exciting to know that there's obviously a lot of snaps, a lot of reps available.
Yeah, it's exciting. We're down some guys now in numbers, and everyone's going to get some reps, and it's all about competing. And I'm excited to get the chance to compete. And it's not set who is going to be starting, but I want to compete for that spot, and it's in all of us to compete for that spot, and it's going to make us all better.
Obviously, a lot of freshmen and sophomores that are going to be the ones filling in the spots, probably for the most part. Obviously, Wolpen too, but I mean, fans maybe see the production from the last couple of years from Jay and Jeremy and kind of wonder, if you guys are ready to kind of fill that in. What do you say to that? Maybe are you guys as a group ready to kind of keep the torch going?
Yeah, I think so. We're we're working hard every day, on and off the field, and stuff that we're supposed to be doing extra stuff together. So we're getting better as a group, not just individually. So it's all about everyone supporting each other, and we're doing that, and we're making sure that we're going to keep the tradition going here, and make sure that we have a strong season next year, and prove that although J-Mac is gone, we will still be able to produce.
What is the thing that you maybe enjoyed most about being able to play right away and have that role that you did?
Well, the experience was amazing. Just being able to travel. I never traveled like that in high school, so being able to travel, being able to see what goes on, when I'm not on the field, just be able to see both sides of the ball, defensively and offensively, the communication, the speed of the game, the physicality of it all. Just I took everything in, and it was a great experience. And I think going forward, having that experience will help me, and it does push me to get better and make sure that I make a name for myself.
Pretty crazy that I think after one game, the leading rusher on this team was actually Alexander Mattison, and it wasn't Jeremy. But to be able to to have that first experience. I mean, you were on the road in a place in Lafayette, Louisiana, where you probably would never have gone before, and had a really good game to start off your career. What was that moment like for you to be able to do that right away?
Well, the first run I had was on a third down, so I was kind of forced into acting like a veteran, and just getting out there. And because I had to do that, I think it was better that it was on a third and got to get the first down, and just doing that, and the rest of the carries and the experience I had on the field, getting in the end zone my first game. It was just, all of it was a part of a process of becoming a better player and becoming a better person. And just learning from everything I did. I still watch that game and still I could have done this better. I could have done this better. So from my standpoint, it's a blessing, but in the moment it's so surreal that you don't realize what you've done until you receive questions like that. But I'm just honored to be in the position I am.
What's kind of next in the next step for you after looking back at what you were able to accomplish last year? What's the kind of part of your game that you want to grow?
Well, there's always room to grow. I want to increase my speed, stronger. I want to be more comfortable on the field for sure. Last year I did spend extra time learning the playbook, learning the schemes and all that, but I just know that I can get better at that because being comfortable on the field takes off so much off your shoulders. So I gotta make sure that I'm comfortable on the field along with being up to speed, being strong. So I look forward to just working on anything and everything that I can to just get better overall.
Can I get you to take a small step forward, bud? I'm sorry.
You're good.
Kind of floating away on us there.
When you came in, you kind of they had another running back committed, before you committed, right before signing day and all that stuff. And did you expect to come in and end up, playing right away as a freshman and being kind of the second leading rusher on the team and stuff right away? I mean, how'd the season play out? Maybe like you had anticipated it or thought it might.
Well, throughout the recruiting process, Boise State was always high on my list just because the people that they are, the coaching staff, it's amazing. I got to work with Coach Marks 2 different times throughout the process at camps. So, it didn't ever cross my mind that, I'm going to be that guy or maybe I'm not. Throughout the process, I just took everything in and I knew that it's in me to be a competitor and I was going to compete no matter who was here. And, there was a time where it was like, we're kind of full because of, was it Demaria Crockett was committed here? But, the whole plan was, to still have a spot there, whether, it was full or not, so I can come on maybe at defense and be converted or whatever it was going to be. I just knew that I was going to have to compete in whatever position I was put in.
So there's a possibility that you're going to maybe come here as like a safety.
Yeah, there was talk about that when it kind of came down to spots being full on the roster, because I took that process and didn't commit as early as everyone else did. But whether I was gonna have to play a season at that position or not, I was gonna make sure that I competed and did whatever I could.
Your high school coach was kind of saying that you talked about committing late and stuff like that. A lot of other guys that were maybe as touted as you were committing early. Why did you decide to be kind of patient with the process?
Well, coming from the school that I was at, small school, not much exposure where I was at. So when Washington came in, they were my first offer my junior year. My coach made sure to tell me, don't jump on any don't commit right now because you want to make sure that you leave yourself room for options. And he didn't really have much experience either, so we're both kind of going through the same process at the same time of having a player being committed and having a coach that's getting his player committed. So he just told me, take your time with this process, fill it out, get to know the teams, make sure you're comfortable in where you're going to be at because you're going to be spending the next 4 years of your life there. You don't want to be in a place where you can't trust the coaches, you don't have that bond with the coaches, anything like that. So he just wanted me to make sure that I was doing the right thing and not committing just based off of popularity or anything like that.